not just a celebration of culture, but also the platform to showcase the diverse talents of our students. It is the culmination of hard work, dedication, and passion that has gone into organizing this event. Our students have worked tirelessly to bring together a range of events that will keep you engaged and entertained throughout.
As we embark on this exciting journey, I urge you to join in celebrating the rich cultural diversity that our country has to offer. We have a lineup of events that will take you on a journey of music, dance, drama, art, and literature, all carefully curated to showcase the best of Indian culture. I am confident that this fest will be a melting pot for ideas, cultures, perspectives, and will provide a wonderful opportunity to all of us to come together and celebrate shared values and heritage. So sit back, let's relax, and enjoy. Thank you so much and welcome once again to this inaugural session. We start off by today's proceedings by a special performance by the NITM student choir, and they're already in front of us in fact. So yes, let's begin.
Our respected dignitaries to kindly light the ceremonial lamp. Can we please have a bigger round of applause?
Activity Center, Dr. Amit Kumar Paul, to present his address.
Respected chief guest of today's inauguration program of Shishir, Srimati Nongri, IAS Secretary in Revenue and Disaster Management Department, Government of Meghalaya. Our guest of honor, Sri Subhra Kamal Datta, Political, Economic and Foreign Policy Expert. Our respected Director of the Institute, Professor Gayadhar Panda, Dean Academics and Dean Faculty Welfare in charge, Student Welfare in charge, Dr. Atuni Banerjee, my colleague, Vice President of Cultural Student Activity Center, Biplav Devnath. On behalf of Student Activity Center, I welcome you all to this inauguration of our annual cultural fest Shishir 2023. I am happy that after a long time, maybe a few years, 2 to 3 years, this time we are doing Shishir in its original form. The way we know Shishir for maybe 3-4 years back. So this year we are back in our original form of Shishir. So I expect that everybody will enjoy Shishir in its original form. This year, Shishir, we started with a new program called Model United Nations. So that has already been started from this morning and it will continue for upcoming days. So this is the new introduction to Shishir from this year and expectedly will continue more MUN in throughout the year as well as in Shishir. So we'll make a part of Shishir this MUN. We'll have this Shishir for 3 days. So today from now it will start and then we have full day tomorrow and day after tomorrow, and we have very packed schedule with many events. So for example, we have Speak Make today, we have Step Up, that is dance program, we have Symphony, the musical program, we have dramatics, we have food fair, we have a lot of fun events throughout these 3 days. So everybody need to take part in every of those events. Moreover, everybody is also interested to know who are the celebrities of this Shishir. So we have Jitupam Bora tonight along with Speak Make. Then Savali band for tomorrow, the band from Bombay, and finally Ravator DJ is on the final day on Monday. So finally, I request all of you to enjoy this Shishir, this 3-day, basically 2.5 day program at the fullest, but be disciplined, be very responsible. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Srimati M. War Nongri, IAS, Secretary of the Meghalaya Government, Dr. S.K. Datto, today's guest of honor of this inaugural session, Director of the Institute, President of the Students Activity Center, Vice President of the Students Activity Center, my colleagues on and off the dais, and dear students. So as usual, we are here to inaugurate the very first day of the annual cultural festival. That's happened to be one of our major event of the institute that we conduct around the year. Obviously, many of us will have a train to consider this kind of event as a way of relaxation from the strenuous academic schedule. But on a bigger perspective, it has a separate significance to see. Nowadays, it's the high time that we are all aware that it may be a small event. Someone may look at it in a small institute at the very corner of our Indian map, but this kind of events will keep happening across the country at the many places, which will obviously encourage and promote the very basic, the ethos of our country, where we need to strengthen our unity nowadays. Because one point we all must be agree with, that now it's the era, the present era and the coming eras will be, it's all about India, Hindustan. Because now we are very much fortunate to get the opportunity to preside over the G20 summit. So the world has changed their way to look at the India. So now the India are expected to resolve the many problems and to come up with some achievements which will definitely change the way of life across the globe. And for this to happen, first of all, we all must be united. And this kind of small events is the best possible opportunity to achieve that. Because here, NIT obviously must have a pan-India character, at which students across the different part of the country are here. Even we have few international students also. So that's the opportunity for us, a proper platform for all of us to know each other's culture, the lifestyle, and to learn from there. And the place now where we are, Meghalaya, is not only has plenty to offer in terms of serene beauty, but it is also rich with culture, its music, traditions, and plenty is here for us to learn from. So that's why the main object, the superficial purpose of this kind of event may be to have a relaxation, but obviously, principally, the primary objective of this kind of event, which we all must try to achieve, to know each other, to see the diversified culture across the country, and strengthen our nation thereby. With this, I hope everyone will be celebrating this festival with the proper discipline and adhere with the time schedule. Wish a very successful and a delightful Shishir. Way ahead. Thank you.
I'd like Meghalaya to address the gathering.
To one and all, respected dignitaries on the dais, my dear faculty colleagues and students of this program. It is my pride privilege to welcome you all to this grand event for 3 days, that is cultural event Shishir. And as already mentioned by SSC President, in every year we organize such event to provide a platform where the students can showcase their talents in terms of drama, dance, singing, all those activities which are very essential during our study hours. When we are attending the classes, you are stressed with so many assignments, with teaching loads. And you need that relaxation over these 3 days. You get relaxed along with the faculty members also, staff members also. As it is mentioned by the Dean Academic, that little bit discipline is required, definitely, but we cannot maintain that kind of discipline what we are expecting. But it is a platform where the freedom is yours. You try to showcase your talents in extracurricular activities. We will be much more happy to spend the time with us. And particularly when we talk about these cultural events, this helps in many aspects, mentally as well as the physically also, so that you will get the little bit relaxation, and after these 3 days events, you will get more motivation towards the teaching and learning process. And this way we can proceed further. And today we have the chief guest and guest of honor, and who are the prominent persons, and they will speak better than me. With these few words, I can say or I can expect that this program will be a grand success, and I thank all organizing committee members who are involved, maybe the student members and faculty members, to make this program a great success. Thank you all.
Now we come to our guest of honor, Dr. Shubhra Kamal Datta, who is a renowned political, economic, and foreign policy expert. He is associated with several national and international news channels, and he contributes as a columnist to several leading English and Hindi newspapers. Dr. Datta was heading the Media and Parliamentary Affairs of Defence Minister Shri Rajnath Singh Ji. He was associated in the national team of Education Minister Shri Dharmendra Pradhan Ji. And Dr. Datta was one of the youngest team members of the Foreign Prime Minister Shri Atal Bihari Vajpayee Ji. So, sir, kindly grace us with your presence and please address the gathering today.
Good afternoon. How is the Josh? Sunai nahi diya. It should be re khasi Josh, or it should be chikicha gijao chameli man sab Assam Josh. Then it is going to be the real Josh. Honorable Chief Guest, Madam War Nongbri and Kong, I would address you as Kong, my sister. Honorable Director of IIT Shillong, NIT Shillong. See, I forgot it in Josh, and I have made the NIT at a higher pedestal by, in a way coordinating with IIT. So that should be the Josh. Yes, so that you all can reach to that level or might be a higher level, isn't it? Honorable Dean Academics, my young president of this beautiful gathering of the student cultural cuisine, and the vice president. Without them, we would not have been here and you guys would not have been there, isn't it? While I was coming, I saw everyone clicking selfies for Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn and Twitter. So I got tempted and I said, well, if I see a beautiful lady with Jensam and another lady with Mekla, or might be a young dynamic guy with a Garo headwear and a Naga headwear and a Manipuri woman with that beautiful Manipuri attire, then why should I prevent myself from not clicking a selfie with all of you? Right? So I thought either I will look like a Prince Charming or I might look like a demon from somewhere. But then I should click a selfie with all of you. So I did justice to myself and I did justice to all of you. Right? Well, I see the rainbow of colors out here today before my eyes. If Mekhala Chadar is one of the color of the rainbow, might be the violet, then the indigo is the Jensam. And might be the red would be the Tripura sari or the tribal wear of Tripura, and might be the green, the ocean green is the Naga headwear, and the pajama Punjabi of Bengal is the, it could be the scarlet of the other rainbow. So it is a museum of rainbow out here. And why not a museum? Because I am in the abode of clouds called Meghalaya. And in Meghalaya, if there is no rainbow, then it cannot be Meghalaya, right? Shishir means what? Shishir means droplet, or Shishir means dew. So every droplet and every dew, when it gets connected or when it gets crashed with the solar beams, the rainbow comes out. And that's the reason there is a synthesis of rainbow out here. And that's the reason why the national poet of our country, Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, he wrote the Shishir Kavita in Shillong. Or might be Bhupen Hazarika wrote Dola He Dola from Shillong itself. Or Dr. A.L. Basham came from Germany to marry a beautiful Khasi maiden in Shillong and to settle down here. After all, it is the mermaid of clouds called Meghalaya. I share a secret with all of you. I was brought up in Meghalaya itself, in Shillong. So I am a local boy, so don't try to evade the secrets from me. I can understand the Tungrung Bai very well and the Jado also very well, or for that matter the Sofo, or for that matter the Jolokia of Assam and the Naga Mirchi, जो पूरा मिर्ची लगा देती है पूरे दुनिया में, और जो भी वो मिर्ची लेता है, he flutters around like a peacock, doing a peacock dance, like the way I'm doing right now with this peacock colored kurta of mine. You all are blessed to be in such a beautiful paradise called Meghalaya. How many of you know that out of the 2,500 rare orchids of the whole world, 900 of them are from Meghalaya itself? How many of you know that? Right? Then how many of you know that the pineapple of Meghalaya is the sweetest in the whole world? So sweet that the English woman or the English man would say, oh, the English custard is bitter in front of the pineapple of Meghalaya. So this is something which is a rich tradition of Meghalaya. How many of us know that out of 1,500 orchids across the world, again around 700 to 800 of them are from Meghalaya itself? How many of us know about Eri silk of Meghalaya? Or for that matter, the Moga in the anti silk of Assam? Or the beautiful, beautiful Naga warrior jacket, which even the Honorable Prime Minister of our country loves to wear it. And he always says, whenever I wear the Naga warfare jacket, I feel like the great legendary hero of Nagaland as such, Or how many of us know about Princess Ulupi from Nagaland, or for that matter about Rukmini from Arunachal, or about Chitrangada from Manipur? So much so that Arjun, when he visited Manipur, he fell in love with Chitrangada and married Chitrangada as such. Or how many of us know about Hirimba from Upper Assam, or about the love tale of Pragjatishpur of Anirudh and Usha of Banasur times, This is the greatness of this museum called the 8 Sisters of Northeast. This is what is unique about this whole area. And that's the reason why Dr. Percy Brown had said about Northeast, North is a human museum in itself, or it is a paradise of human museum in its own way. As such, my dear friends, We are fortunate that we have such a wonderful, charismatic, dynamic leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister, together with the dynamic leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, that today we are sitting in a golden moment, because as someone had rightly said, that this is the celebration year of G20 as such, and India is having the presidentship of G20. So galvanize on this and hit the arrow like the way Arjun had hit the eyes of the fish during the Swamvar. With Draupadi, just galvanize it, hit the hero, and let the President of United States of America, or the Russian President, or the German Chancellor, or the French President come here in Northeast and say that yes, I have come to a paradise which is in a museum in its own self, a paradise which is a natural museum. It is the responsibility of all of you to do this. This responsibility, you all should have it in your shoulder besides your academic performance. Have this responsibility in your shoulder and become the brand ambassador of this great country called India. And since I am here in an institution of knowledge, I would end up with a shlok from Devi Puran. Sahasra Shastra Hare Devi Narayani Namostute, which means, oh Mother Goddess, in the 1,000 hands of yours, you have the 1,000 books of knowledge. Show us the path of enlightenment, show us the path of knowledge, so that we become a better human being who is conscious about the environment, a better human being who loves in Mother Nature, a better human being who gives a commitment to carbon reduction, a better human being who follows the ideas of the sustainable developmental goals of the United Nations, a better human being who says no to Russia-Ukraine war, a better human being who says I'm a messenger of God or a dove of peace. Let us make that solemn oath today, and let us make this country once again a messenger of peace, a dove of peace, and enlighten this whole world with this knowledge which has been given to us by Mother Mary or by Goddess Durga or by any other Adi Goddess or the Mother Goddess. Thank you so much for giving this brilliant opportunity to bore all of you. I'm sure I have bored all of you a lot. Now I would like to do in a bihu or a Khasi dance with all of you and share this beautiful moment with all of you. Thank you so much. Victory to Northeast, victory to Meghalaya. Vande Mataram, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir, for your energetic and insightful words. I'm sure we'll be remembering all of that, and all of us will take a lot of that energy with us today. Thank you so much again. We now invite our chief guest. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor again to welcome and introduce our distinguished chief guest for the inaugural session today, Srimati M. War Nongbri, IAS Secretary, Revenue and Disaster Management Department, Government of Meghalaya. Srimati War Nongbri has held several key positions in the government, including the Deputy Commissioner of West Garo Hills and East Khasi Hills District in Meghalaya. She has been instrumental in implementing various development projects in these areas, such as providing better healthcare, improving connectivity, and promoting e-tourism. Apart from her administrative duties, Srimati M. War Nongbri is also actively involved in various social and cultural activities. She has been a strong advocate for women empowerment and has worked towards promoting education and skill development among women in Meghalaya. Thank you so much for accepting our invite at such short notice, and I request you to kindly present your address.
Such an astounding address by Dr. Datta, I will not even try to go there. Very good afternoon, friends. the guest of honor, Dr. Datta, the director of NIT Meghalaya, faculty members, president, vice president of the Students Activity Center, dean, and all the members who are on the dais, and especially my dear friends, the students of NIT Meghalaya. As I said, I will not go where Datta sir went. Can't be that dynamic. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you very much for inviting me to your very special cultural event, Shishir, and giving me this opportunity to be parcel of this institute's environment of technological whiz in this inaugural program. Before I continue my speech, I would like to request the members of the audience to pay just a little bit attention. I know it's boring. Listen anyway. It is indeed an honor to address one of the high-ranked NITs amongst the 31 NITs in our country on this very auspicious day. To be amongst achievers like you, all of you, it is a highlight in my personal career. See, in line with the vision of NIT, from what I've read in your website, aimed at excellence through vibrant activities of academics and creativity of youth. I'm sure that this is a great start to a successful 3-day cultural program of Shishir. Now your mission, which lays special attention to encourage innovation and creativity, of course in the fields of engineering, science and technology, will also give space to the impact that they will have on culture through skill building. Your guiding principles, as I read all of them, they lay the perfect ground for cultural innovations and initiatives. Now I'm taking some of these words out of an article, and I do tend to agree to the fact that the culture of a society is reflected in its values, norms and practices. NIT ends with technology. Now technology has a crucial impact on fundamental aspects of all of our cultures, including language, art, mobility, education and also religion. But to occupy the larger cultural dimension, technology should be in harmony with social and cultural conditions of community. Else there exists a friction between technological development and preservation of cultural values. Very strong words indeed. I hope that in the next few paras I'll be able to convince you of that. A rational balance allows people to exercise freedom of expression in this technical world, which is beyond one's ethnicity, age, or level of education. People use it for fulfilling their fantasies, but a cultural downfall may occur due to lack of restrictions, regulation, and/or consequences. There exists always a tough competition between technology and tradition in a community. You're all students of technology. I would really like to know whether you agree with me or not. Connecting electronically can also lead to isolation, which is as a result of constant sensory stimulus of texts, tweets, Facebook, emails. And more rather than thinking and listening to each other, we are more engrossed in what technology has to offer. We sit in a family, in a restaurant, we have so-called get-togethers, we so-called have nature walks, but at the end of the day, it's always the cell phone next to us that is in front of our face. However, there's also a pro to this. Now, tradition style thrives if they have their recognized value. Yes, technology helps to modify method of production or industrialization rather than killing the tradition. Thus, technology allows preservation of tradition if beneficiary part is taken into account. Now we see this in our modified musical instruments, the use of techno-based softwares and or artificial intelligence for varied areas of music, movie making, sporting and other extravaganzas, showbiz, etc. We know that technology has given a range of topics to be discussed. People get to know extensive knowledge about any subject and more information has been shared effectively. It also plays a crucial role to strengthen interpersonal connection in the sector of health, transportation, etc. to all the demographic factors of society. Now, whereas people invest more time in technology and less time in social environment, technology has been blamed for turn down of traditional media, such as TV and newspaper, etc. There's a lot of bad things being said about technology. Now, is that true? Is it true that the more technology grows, the more human regresses? I'm hearing some answers. That's good. Invention of robots and machines have made human lazy and dependent. Is that a fact? Yes. Some say yes, some say no. Bombs, nuclear weapons, and missiles exist due to use of technology. Implementation of technology influences the values of society by changing expectations and realities. Overemphasizing technology has created lack of trust among people. In conclusion, in spite of the pros and cons of technology, for the better part, it has greatly helped us to make our lives better. It has not only been able to save our important resource in terms of time and money, but also has worked well in unifying the world by turning it into a global village, which has helped people to easily overcome their cultural, racial, and continental barriers. The ease of connecting through technology and communicating online does have an impact on culture locally and globally, as more and more people choose to communicate online instead of person to person. Therefore, my friends, technology should be oriented towards a positive social change and should be so developed so as to design digital ways to connect us not only to each other but to promote our values, to respect each other, and to encourage innovation as we develop a place for ourselves in the 21st century. Friends, this is personal to you. You are the tools of the Almighty who will be able to bring about this step of taking technology and culture in all its aspects in the right perspective so as to benefit the global population in the near future. In your itinerary of activities in the next few days, it is heartening to see that culture is fully represented through the different arts, including performing, creative, and visual arts, through different cultural activities, including cultural heritage, innovation, preservation of dying arts, paintings, photography, etc. This is my experience of arts and culture. What was once considered really beyond a hobby, music, which is very much part and parcel of our culture, has now become a serious career choice for thousands across the country. Now, given the multimedia surge, no part of the country is out of reach of this new wave. All this has led to the competition being more increasingly fierce, and therefore talent and aptitude alone does not suffice anymore. This is where technology comes in. Rigorous and scientific training in music and technological innovations in instruments, etc., has also become imperative. It is boring, yes, and a lot more can be spoken and or discussed in relation of technology and its impact on culture. But for the next few days, I wish you all full-fledged joy, and while you each discover yourself and others in different avatars during this cultural program of Shishir. I am sure you will have many glorious days ahead of you and hope to see your young faces, as Dr. Datta has already mentioned, amongst the stars of our great country, India, very, very soon. I wish NIT Meghalaya all the best in its endeavors, and I'm sure that once you alight on the plateau of Sora or Cherrapunji, overlooking magnificent waterfalls, your wings will spread further than the eye can see to capture the world with your dreams. Thank you once again for this great opportunity. Kublai, Mithila, Jai Hind.
Inspiring words, and I'm sure we learned something new today. Also, I would like to thank ma'am because we went at such short notice that it was impossible for ma'am to actually agree to us. Can we have another round of applause, please? Thank you.
NIT Meghalaya, at the occasion of its annual cultural festival Shishir, is proud to host the first edition of NITM Model United Nations here from the 1st to the 2nd of April 2023. I request the Secretary General of NITM MUN, Parthiv Das, to give us a brief introduction and tell us more about it.
Good afternoon, respected Director Professor Gayadharm Banda, Chief Guest Srimati M. War Nongri, IAS Secretary Revenue and Disaster Management Department, Government of Meghalaya, Guest of Honor Shri Dr. Shubhra Kamal Datta, Dean of Academic Affairs and Student Welfare Dr. Tanu Banerjee, and President Student Activities Center Dr. Amit Kumar Paul, and Vice President Cultural SAC Biplab Kumar Debnath, seniors, juniors, executive board members, delegates, and ladies and gentlemen. Whenever the word MUN is taken, nobody actually understands what actually it is, but it actually is the platform where youth get the chance to speak up for global matters and discuss all these. Well, when we talk about global matters, yes, all these are happening currently in the globe, in the country. And because the youth will take this country forward and this world forward, so they need to speak up, they need to understand what actually is happening currently in the politics or be it in the world. So this is what MUN is for, Model United Nations is for, and it promotes this particular thing which I always wanted to and it actually is happening. So without any further ado, let me introduce you to the executive board members. I would like to request Guest of Honor Shri Dr. Shubhra Kamal Datta to kindly hand over the gavels to the executive board. Firstly, starting with the All India Political Person Ritvik Bhuyan and Vice Chairperson Yash Agarwal. United Nations Human Rights Council Chairperson Mishwa Kupar Mautho and Co-Chairperson Ananya Talukdar. United Nations Human Rights Council Chairperson Mishwa Kupar Mautho and Co-Chairperson Ananya Talukdar. Lastly, the international press, head of photojournalism and editor-in-chief Usma Farhad. Thank you, sir, for felicitating. And to all the delegates and to all my mates and all my seniors and juniors, best of luck for the next 2 days. Thank you.
The Task Force Club under the Student Activity Center. I now request the chief guest of the event to kindly inaugurate the booklet, please. This new magazine Sorry, I mentioned it as a booklet. This magazine is entitled Paris Terry, and it's the first edition published by the Task Force Club by the team Pardoshi. A round of applause for this new club under the Student Activity Center and its new conveners, T. Sarup Kumar. I now invite the Vice President Cultural Student Activity Center, Dr. Biplab Kumar Devnath, to present the vote of thanks.
Respected chief guest of this event, Srimati War Nongri, IAS, Secretary of the Government of Meghalaya. Respected guest of honor of this event, Dr. Shubhra Kamal Datta, political economy and foreign policy expert. Respected Director of the Institute, Professor Gayatri Banda. Respected Dean Academic Affairs and as well as Student Welfare in charge, Dr. Atanu Banerjee, our President of Student Activity Center, Dr. Amit Kumar Pal, my colleagues, students, media persons, guests. On behalf of Organizing Committee of the Institute Culture Festival 2022, I would like to thank you all, one and all, who are present here on the dais and off the dais. First and foremost, we convey our sincere gratitude to our respected director, Professor Gayatri Banda, for guiding us in every single aspect during the formulation, preparation and implementation phases of this event, which we are going to witness today and the couple of days ahead of us. Thank you very much, sir. We are grateful to Srimati Matriodar War Nongri, IAS, Secretary of the Government of Meghalaya, Department of Revenue and Disaster Management, for accepting our request as the chief guest within a very short notice. Thank you, ma'am, for being with us in this celebration and enlightening us with an informative speech. We are obliged to have Dr. Shubhra Kamal Datta, political economic and foreign policy expert, to grace our event, for attending as chief honor and addressing the gathering with his very insightful speech. We are thankful to the Dean of Academic and Student Welfare in charge of the Institute, Dr. Atanu Banerjee sir, for his office, for the tireless efforts during last 1 month related to various activities of the event. We are also thankful to the establishment section led by the Registrar, Dr. Rabindranath Mahapatra, for extending their help with office work. We express our sincere gratitude to the President of Student Activity Center, Dr. Amit Kumar Pal, for his guidance and support in every respect. We appreciate all the help and support received from the academic section, account section, internal audit section, computer center, Institute Transport Committee for their assistance related to various works. We are also thankful to our sponsors, Star Cement, Epson, Sinroplang SSG, UCO Bank, Wardrobe, Amigo, for agreeing to sponsor this event. We are thankful to the representative of the press and media for covering our event. It is also our pleasure to organize the full version of Shishir this year after we have come over the restrictions and SOPs due to COVID lockdown. In this respect, I would like to thank to all the student council members, conveners and co-conveners of different events, SEC, club conveners, SEC office bearers, for your strong commitment and hard work toward making this program a grand success. We also appreciate the active cooperation of all the volunteers, coordinators, co-coordinators who help to execute the events smoothly. Last but not the least, the active cooperation and participation from each one of the faculty in charge of clubs under SEC and the members of the working committees are deeply appreciated. Thank you. Jai Hind.
I now request the Director NIT Meghalaya to declare Shishir 2023 open.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure to introduce you all to our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Meen Nanda Borthakur, who has started her career in Satriya lesson under SJT Govinda Saikia at the age of 9 years. After receiving her degree in dental surgery in 1999, she has been learning Satriya dance under SNA Ratna Nrityacharya Jatin Goswami, who is a Padma Shri recipient till date. She is privileged to have received guidance of Bayanacharya Ghanakanta Bora, who is an SNA and Padma Shri recipient, and SNA awardees Manik Borbayan and Tankeshwar Hazarika Borbayan.
An A-grade artist of Prasar Bharati, New Delhi. She has extensively toured across the country performing in prestigious festivals like Konark Dance Festival, Khajuraho Festival, Nrityanjali Festival, etc. Apart from festivals organized by Sangeet Natak Academy in different parts of the country, she has also performed abroad on invitation of ICCR.
Her performances have been highly acclaimed by distinguished art critics like Sunil Kothari, Srimati Leela Venkataraman, Srimati Madhavi Puranam, and Shyamahari Chakra.
Mir Nanda frequently delivers lecture, demonstration and conducts workshop for SNA, CCRT and SPICMACAY.
She has also been acclaimed for her acting skills by renowned critics and people in general for her work in dance, dramas, telefilms, serials and stage plays. She has worked with renowned directors like SJT Dulal Loy, SJT Avinash Sharma, SJT Charukamal Hazarika and Anup Jyoti Chaudhary.
As a director of Mukti Mangal and Institute of Satriya's Research and Training, Mir Nanda organized Mukti Mangal Dance Festival and the Devi Kamakhya Sanskrit Mahotsav, the latter in association with Kalpavriksha.
Dr. Borthakur was the first recipient of the Ustad Bismillah Khan Yuva Puraskar of Sangeet Natak Academy, New Delhi for the year 2008-2009.
She has also received the 4th Devdasi National Award from the Devdasi Nritya Mandir, Bhubaneswar. Now I would like to request our respected director, Sir Professor Gayadhar Panda, to come to the stage and felicitate our guests.
We will request Dr. Borthakur to please come to the stage.
My warm regards to the Director, National Institute of Technology, Shillong, Professor Gayadhar Pandaji, along with all the distinguished guests sitting in front of me and my dear lovely students. I am here from the organization SPICMACAY, which has been relentlessly working specially for the students, and its endeavor is to make Indian classical dance, music, instrument and other traditional art forms popular amongst the youth. Today I'll be performing Hotriya, the classical dance of Assam, with a message from Srimanta Hankordev, who was the Vaishnavite saint of 15th century, who was born in Assam. My dear students, the path of liberation is not always well understood. It's not that you have to leave non-veg. It is not that you don't have to have your own marital life. It's not that you have to become a saint for liberation of the soul. Srimanta Shankardev preached the Vaishnav Dharma, that is nothing else but the one God. May it be Jesus Christ, may it be Allah, may it be Sri Krishna, Vishnu, Sri Rama, Shiva, Parvati, whoever it may be, the oneness, the one supreme energy, and with your life, with your own sansar, you can attain that ecstasy through music. Srimanta Shankardev created the audio-visual media, like you have seen MS Dhoni, you have seen Mary Kom, you have understood the life of the legends through the movies. Srimanta Shankardev created the dance dramas, beautiful dance dramas, and the audience who were illiterate at that time, because Sanskrit was the only language and the Prakrit languages were not formed to that extent, and most of the people were illiterate. Srimanta Shankardev used the audiovisual media to preach the oneness, one supreme energy that is nothing else but God in any form. It is the musical ecstasy you attain, your soul attains that liberation, that happiness through music, dance and drama. This is in very short I wanted to speak about before starting my recital. Satriya dance is nothing else but those dances which were extracted from those dance dramas, and now we have our own repertoire, from which I have selected a piece called Sutradhari dance. Sutrang Dharati iti Sutradhar, that is the string holder of the dance drama, who is the main character, who summarizes about the story which is going to be performed in the dance drama. And also, he keeps the leadership on throughout the dance drama till the end, where he prays for everyone's well-being at the end. This is the Sutradhari dance. In the Sutradhari dance, in between, I'll be telling you about Kubuji. Kubuji was a character with a hunched back. She always carried the chandana, the paste, chandana paste for the King Kamsa, who was none else but the maternal uncle of Sri Krishna. Once, when she was carrying the chandan paste, on the way she met Sri Krishna and Balaram, and then she knew that I'll be liberated today by these two brothers, and she happily put the chandan paste on Sri Krishna and Sri Balarama, and her hunched back, the curse of hunched back was over, and she became a beautiful lady. It is only about your faith, your belief. This is where God is. That is why we are not taught by our parents, by our teachers, to kick anything. We take the chair beautifully, silently, we keep it. We just don't kick it. We just don't kick the chair and take from here to the other place. God is everywhere. You just have to have the belief, the faith. And now, with this, I'll be performing my first item. I hope you'll enjoy. It's very difficult to hold today's generation. I'll try my level best to bring this evening to a fruitful conclusion. Taking your blessings, your permission, let me start. Thank you.
সামাজিক ভব ভয় ভঞ্জন দুঃখ বিমোচনকারী শ্রীকৃষ্ণে হৈরেন্দ্রী নামে বুজিক কৈছে মনোরথ পূরণ তা দেখ পুন নিরন্তরে হরি বল হরি বল। অতি প্রীতি কর মোরে হে সন্দন চন্দনৰ আছে আন কোন পাত্ৰ আছে আন কোন পাত্ৰ আছে আন কোন পাত্ৰ সুকুমাৰ ৰূপ দেখি মোহ ভৈলা সুকুমাৰ ৰূপ দেখি মোহ ভৈলা কৃষ্ণৰ পুৰখ মাতে দুভাইৰ শৰীৰ চন্দন ৰঞ্জিলা যুৱতী আপোন হাতে যুৱতী আপোন হাতে এতেকে প্ৰসন্ন হইল ভগৱন্ত যিটো ভকতৰ গতি পৰিণন্তমতি হিত পূজাক ৰিজু কৰিবা প্ৰতি ৰিজু কৰিবা প্ৰতি তাইৰ দুই ভৰি দুপাৱে জান্তিয়া চিবুকত ধৰি হাতে তাইৰ দুই ভৰি দুপাৱে জান্তিয়া চিবুকত ধৰি হাতে ওপৰ কতুৰি চমু কৰিলন্ত তিনিও লোকৰ নাথে তিনিও লোকৰ নাথে তিনিও লোকৰ নাথে কৃষ্ণ পৰশনে তেতিক্ষণে তাই হৈ গ'ল দিব্য সুন্দৰী ভগৱন্ত কৃষ্ণ কৃপাক লভিয়া ৰূপা ভৈল পুৰুষিনী
Should I go for a second performance? Are you sure? Okay. The second performance will be on the princess Usha, who was the daughter of the Banasura, the king of the Asuras, Bana of Shonitpur district of then Kamrup, Assam. Usha was the first dancer of this world. She was the direct student of Mata Parvati. She was kept like a prisoner, I should say, because when she was young and beautiful, her father would not let her out of the castle. She was kept inside the castle, she was protected, and there was only one best friend with whom Usha shared all her emotions or all her feelings, and that was none other than Chitralekha, who was a beautiful artist, singer, composer, dancer, and a magician. Once, while Usha was sleeping, she dreamt of a very handsome prince who was none other than the grandson of Sri Krishna, Kumar Aniruddha. She was restless. When Chitralekha came to her and asked her, "Oh Sakhi, what has happened?" She narrated everything she dreamt while she was asleep. Seeing her agony, Chitralekha promised Usha that, "Please be patient. I'll draw the pictures of all eligible males in the Tribhuvana. And from those pictures, you can find out the prince of your dream." And then Usha found out the prince, who was Kumar Aniruddha. Chitralekha went to Aniruddha's place through magic, and she brought Kumar Aniruddha to Princess Usha, and their Gandharva Vivah was celebrated. So this is the next item I am going to present before you. But my dear children, I'm a mother, so it has come to me honestly that you are my children. Please concentrate on the fact that however you may do the Shringara, whatever may be the imagination, wherever maybe the imagination is taking you, while seeing the scene of Usha's dream and her vivaha with Aniruddha, ultimately it's the bhakti, it's the devotion. Everything starts with devotion, everything ends with devotion. If you cook something, if you don't have that love, that emotion, that sentiment for the person you are cooking the dish for, the dish will be tasteless. If you study without devotion, you will not have good marks in your exams. You don't have to speak the truth to anyone but to yourself. It is nothing else but devotion. It was the devotion of Chitralekha, and she sacrificed her love towards Aniruddha for her best friend Usha, because Aniruddha was so handsome. When Chitralekha went to Aniruddha, seeing his handsome face, she felt in love with Aniruddha. But she knew that her best friend Usha dreamt of Aniruddha and she is in deep love with the prince. So she sacrificed out of devotion for her best friend Usha. So, my dear audience, for the next item, that will be my concluding item this evening, please bear with me, seeking your permission. Thank you.
khedani tin rikhi rin khedani rin.
दृष्ट्वा অতীন্তন্তে উষা পরমবিফলা বিললাপ ভূষং বালা সাশ্রুত सरक्त लोचन চিত্রলেখা বলে সখী কিনো ভৈল তোর কিবা সখী সপোনত দেখিলন্ত চোৰ চিত্রলেখা বলে সখী কিনো ভৈল তোর কিবা সখী সপোনত দেখিলন্ত চোৰ কিবা সখী সপোনত সিংহ বাঘে ধাইলে কিবা সখী সপোনত সিংহ বাঘে ধাইলে কিবা পুৰুষে কজেন সপোনে বন্ধাইলে কিবা পুৰুষে কজেন সপোনে বন্ধাইলে आगे দিবো আগে চাহা পদে বিনিময় আজি কাহা পদে এই বুলি চিত্ৰ লেখি অংগীকাৰ কৰি আঁকিবে লাগিলা ছবি তুলি কাপ ধৰি চিত্ৰলেখা বোলে সখী চিন্তায়েৰি সপোনৰ স্বামী মই আনি দিব তোক চিত্ৰলেখা গইলা ঘোৰা হৰিয়ে গইলা ঘোৰা বাচি বাচি লৈলা ঘোৰা ভাল হৰিয়ে ঘৰলৈ চুৰিকে বান্ধি লৈলা হৰিয়ে বান্ধি লৈলা খোপা ততাই বুজি লৈলা মালতীৰ হৰিয়ে মালতীৰ চিত্ৰলেখা চলি গইল কোমৰ ভৰিতে হৰিয়ে কোমৰ ভৰিতে চিত্ৰলেখা চলি গইল কোমৰ ভৰিতে হৰিয়ে কোমৰ ভৰিতে
so much, Dr. Mir Nanda Borthakur, for blessing us with a divinely beautiful performance.
A big round of applause for Dr. Meenanda Bodhakur. We would now request our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr.
We would now like to request our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. Subra Kamala Datta, to present our Honorable Dr. Mir Nanda Borthakur with a memento. Honorable Chief Guest, Mrs. Mahua Datta, who is the founder and CEO of MDS Indocan Incorporated, based in Ottawa, Canada. Mrs. Datta originally is from Shillong, Meghalaya, and even studied here. Then she went to Canada to study business marketing. Mrs. Datta was in corporate sales and marketing for more than 10 years. At present, she is the director of MDS Indocan Incorporation.
We would like to request Dr. Biplab Kumar Devnath, the Vice President of Student Activity Center, to felicitate our Honorable Chief Guest, Mrs. Mahua Datta.
We would like to request Mrs. Mahua Datta to please address the gathering.
I don't have a clue why she's called me to say something. I haven't prepared nothing, but I'm extremely happy and privileged to be here. Thank you so much, NIT Shillong, and to the director, the professors, the faculty members, my dear students. I have come in a jeans, and you can see a Ralph Lauren jacket. I'm wearing a blazer, which is just like a student, because I'm coming to an educational institution, so I wanted to be just like one of you. And like she mentioned, I was born and raised in Shillong. This is our hometown, and it is a great honor to be back after so many years. The last time I visited was 2012. So I'm just really enjoying it, and especially your Speak Mackie is going to start very soon. I think we'll have probably a lot of Bollywood numbers and dancing and singing, which I'm going to enjoy even more. Like she mentioned, I'm the founding member and the director of MDS Indocan. We are Canadian citizens, we are Indo-Canadian. I'm there for like last 22 years. It's a great country, but India is still the closest to our hearts. We love coming back to India. We just love it so much. We come every year. And this is a company where we also take students abroad. So we are thinking of an agreement with your institution. If that works out, then we will be more than happy to welcome you guys in Canada. And I think I will leave the stage for the performers. I think they're going to sing, and that is what you want this evening. I'm not going to bore you anymore. And I'm not a good speaker like my brother anyways. So yeah, thank you so much once again, and enjoy the evening, everyone. And I'll do that too. Thank you so much.
Event jam session. Everyone, a big round of applause.
की कितनों की लव स्टोरिया, कितनों की लव स्टोरिया, कितनों की लव स्टोरिया। तू मान मेरी जान, मैं तुझे जाने ना दूंगा, मैं तुझको अपनी आंखों में बसा के रखूंगा। तू मान मेरी जान, मैं तुझे जाने ना दूंगा, मैं तुझको अपनी बाहों में छुपा के रखूंगा। तू मान मेरी जान, मैं तेरी आंखों में उदासी कभी देख सकता नहीं, तुझे खुश मैं रखूंगा सोने यार। मैं तेरे होठों पे खामोशी कभी देख सकता नहीं, सारी बातें मैं सुनूंगा सोने यार। तेरे दिल से ना कभी खेलूंगा, सारे राज अपने मैं तुझको दे दूंगा। मेरी जान तूने मुझको पागल है किया, तो मेरा लगता ना जिया तेरे बगैर। तू मान मेरी जान, मैं तुझे जाने ना दूंगा, मैं तुझको अपनी बाहों में छुपा के रखूंगा। तू मान मेरी जान, मैं तुझे जाने ना दूंगा, मैं तुझको अपनी आंखों में बसा के रखूंगा। तू मान मेरी मैं साया बन के साथ तेरे रहना 24 घंटे, मैं रहना 24 घंटे। मैं आंखों से चुरा लूं जान तेरे जो भी गमते, हर तेरे जो भी गमते। मेरी बाहों में आके तू जाना नहीं, ऐसी रब से मैं मांगू दुआ। तेरे दिल से ना कभी really such a wonderful, lovely audience. Today on the way from Guwahati, I was thinking, how would be the audience? And finally, it's so lovely. Thank you so much. You all are rocking, yeah? So the second number that I'm going to sing, that would be a tribute to our brother KK. Yeah, I hope you know everyone.
Thank you.
And the most important part here, I won't be singing from the stage here. I will be coming with you and I will be singing here. All right? Fine. I would like there should be a competition between boys and girls because they all are like so enthusiastic. अभी मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ? I will request some girls students please behave, please come over here. क्योंकि प्लीज कोई प्रॉब्लम है, प्लीज इधर आ जाओ, सर लोग के साथ आप थोड़ा डांस करो, आ जाओ सर। When a heart full of water, when a heart full of water, when a heart What we do, we use the sound. What the boy is saying, the boy is appealing that मेरा घर इस पार, आपके घर उस पार, और इधर में there is a broad एक river है, तो वो river हम लोग कैसे पार करें? वो मुर्गा का मतलब broad Sarai hua wale. The boy is proclaiming that I will, if I would be a bird, तो मैं आपके पास उड़ के चले आता. Sarai hua wale. Hua wale uri go hete. Hua wale ke baki loy mati ko se kame ta paja na kiri ke na pa na ji ko se kame ta paja na kiri ke na pa ji ko se kame ta paja na kiri ke na pa. What can you say? Can I go? Can I go? चलेगा नपाटा सोडो नपाटा सोडो नपाटा सोडो ना टुना 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 मेरा नाटो. What is the dance step? What is the dance step? Na टुना 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 टु ये. दिल धड़काए और सीटी बजाए, दिल धड़काए सीटी बजाए, बीच सड़क पे हर नाम मेरा पुकारे, वो करके इशारे वो लड़की आंख मारे. Here are the boys and the girls out there. सब डिवीजन हो गया, अभी कंपटीशन और ज्यादा मजा आएगा. Everybody, yeah. Please increase the keyboard. Please. Keyboard सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है. Hello. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast and then we talk slow, yeah. चलो, हम लोग नाचेंगे बढ़िया से, हाँ? जिनके है चार से और बाकी है बेकार से, जिनके है चार से और बाकी है बेकार से. चाय 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 एक बार जो चाय शबानी गिरना आए, शबानी गिरना आए, शबानी गिरना आए. चार से ओ बाकी है बेकार से, ओ जीने के है चार से, ओ बाकी है बेकार से. ओ चाय 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 एक बार जो चाय वो खाए के पान बनारस वाला Matlangi yo he can ring in your day Bakat no ka jersey Kachoi hangi Hem ring in la bavay ay ay Ngay haban un ha ka perde Ko tersa terpa Ngay pabalong kung bikin siya Pagin yoman yes kita taba Yes sa pernay pagin dance ka ba Shirta Wow 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 Shirta Wow 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 Shirta Malwe ga terkakalani Nuka perte kapunta me Matlangi ko can ring in your day Bakat nuka jersey kajali hangi Henry kan labang me Ihaban ang hakaperte Bro chercha pa Ikwabalong kung bikin siya Bagay yoman yes kita taba Yes ka pernah Bagay dance ka ba Shirta Wow 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 Shirta Thank you. This was a Kasi song for my Kasi friends and a short Garo song. Kaksara chabi, oh andirani, dona sucha anana unichele. This line is for my Garo friends. Thank you so much. अभी हम लोग गाएंगे नाटू नाटू. This will be the last song, and I will be singing a little short. Mari sentu nidalona guru koppu modinat నాట్యలోన మెరుగుడొక్కు కలిపినాడు మా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నాటు 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 వీర నాటు 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 ఓర నాటు 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 వచ్చి మీర పగల పీచ నాటు 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 అటు వెచ్చదొక్క వీరి నాటు పొలం గట్టు డోమలోన పొట్ల గిట్ట దొక్కినాడు పొలేరేమో జట్టరాలో పొట్టరాజు ఊగిన మీరు తప్పు ఎంచుకొని కారసము సత్యనాడు కార చెట్టు నీడలోన కూర కొప్పు కోడినాడు రొట్టలోన తీర పొండు కబలినాడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నా పాట చూడు నాటు 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 మీద నాటు 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 ఓల నాటు 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 పక్షి మీద పగల పీచ నాటు 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 బిచ్చు కట్టిన కవీర నాటు. Thank you so much. This was for tonight. I really love the way you gave your loving gesture. Thank you so much. And long live NIT! Long live! Long live! Thank you so much. Love you all. Good night.